Decided to use the coin I earned to buy a brand new rifle, replace my rusting old one. Courier showed up on my way out of town.
Something I'm supposed to deliver.
Said he had some kind of pamphlet for me.
Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Silas Vesuvius presents the Museum of the Mythic Dawn, a history of the cult that toppled the Septim Dynasty, inside his very own home in the great capital of the Pale, Dawnstar, free and open to all citizens of Skyrim. Not interested. I have other things I need to do. But little did I know, someone was interested. Somebody from my past. Spent the next day or so walking. Had to make camp and wait out the rain. I really enjoy the land of Falkreath. It's got a sort of peacefulness to it. Sir, are you sure this is the place we'll find the leads for that artifact?
Gaius, I told you, do not speak of our business in the open. Remember, men, we are in Stormcloak territory. Keep your eyes up. Nero, you watch my back. Everyone stay sharp. Excuse me, Commander Lothar of the Imperial Legion.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend.
Museum? I was told you knew where to find some artifacts.
Yes, my collection of artifacts from a group that toppled an empire. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for.
Civil War's pretty serious here. It's the first battlefield I came across. Looks like the Stormcloaks are actually giving the Empire a run for their money. All I was concerned about was finding these hunters, learning to survive. Excuse me, am I intruding? Met one of the hunters outside. He recognized me. Said his name was Faendal. He was the one who rescued me. I told him I didn't mean to be a bother. but I asked if he would teach me some survival skills. He told me to speak to their leader, Chief Greenblood. Greenblood's a wood elf, master huntsman. He's been doing it his whole life. Very wary of strangers, and rightfully so. He was reluctant, but he allowed me to stay. Said he could teach me a few things. First thing they taught me while I was there was to dress more appropriately. Use furs and skins from the animals I hunt. It'll help me blend into the terrain better as well. Next morning, Greenblood sent me out with Faendal. Faendal's Greenblood's apprentice in a way. The next skill I was to learn was a little more complicated. I had to connect my spirit with the elements around me. But to do that, I had to empty my mind. I had to reflect. I had to reflect on my past.
Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic Dawn would meet and plot. The cult's greatest accomplishment was the assassination of the Septim Dynasty and the opening of the Oblivion Gates. Those robes were worn during the Mythic Dawn's secret meetings, where they plotted to bring the Daedra Mehrunes Dagon into Tamriel. Each bolt of yarn used to make the robe was colored with a dye made from sacrificial blood. That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. It's said that Mankar Cameron used the book to open a portal to a paradise where all his followers would live forever. The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. Ah, yes, that scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate, a key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn.
Next step was to drink some kind of potion they put together. Some kind of natural ingredients. It's supposed to help open the mind. I could feel it taking effect. It's as if I could feel the land around me speaking to me and giving me gifts of knowledge.
Did you have any questions about the museum? Or would you rather talk business?
So tell me why you decided to open this museum.
It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill. They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult I've gathered in my museum.
I didn't come here for a history lesson. I'm here on Imperial business. Now tell me more about this razor.
The razor is Mehrunes Dagon's personal artifact. It has always heralded bloody change and carnage. It's held many names. Dagger of the Final Wounds, Bane of the righteous, the Kingslayer. The mythic Dawn worshipped Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection.
And this job you're talking about, I assume it involves this razor?
A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim.
And these descendants, tell me where I can find them.
At least 2 of the owners, Gonzol and Draskua, are dangerous marauders, and the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked.
Sir, are you sure about this? The General...
Yes, Gaius. This mission will turn the tide of the war. We're off to Morthal, men.
Next few days I spent reflecting, taking more of that potion, trying to open up my mind. I got to a point where I could access it without having to take the potion. I could feel the energy of the plants and life around me. Using this skill, the hunters taught me that the land offers a lot of gifts, plants and ingredients I can use to make potions, useful medicines, and cures. Spent some time in the forest, feeling the energy of the trees, absorbing it in a way. If I could harness the power of the trees, they would offer me protection. Next skill was using the landscape around me to blend in and stay hidden. I also honed my senses to where I could track animals. Combining my new senses, tracking skills, and practice with a bow, I became a much better hunter. Next lesson the hunters taught me was agility. If I'm ever in the wilds and get cornered by something too much for me to handle, I can either outrun it or get the drop on it. And if I'm in combat situations, I can harness the power of the wind to give me an advantage.
Wolves, stay sharp. Hold on.
All right, man, I wanna go. I've had enough of you.
Filthy bandits. Everyone hold.
What was that?
Storm close. Get them! Everyone all right? Good. At ease, soldier. Return to your unit.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Filthy Stormcloak rebels. Alright, men. This is Morthal. We're looking for Jorgen, the owner of the mill.
What's the Jarl going to do about it?
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Please, enough already. I have told Ygritte of your concerns. She'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
It's no use. Let's get back to it then.
Jorgen, Commander Lothar of the Imperial Legion.
Unless it's about the mill. I don't have time to talk. Too much to do.
Tell me about the hilt of Mehrunes' razor.
Don't know what you're talking about, stranger.
Silas Vesuvius would say otherwise.
I've heard of him. My father had suspicions about his connection to the mythic Dawn. Guess they were true. I don't need this. My family wasted 8 generations keeping that razor safe from a dead cult. As far as I care, it can stay locked in my house.
And I suppose you wouldn't care if this goes missing?
I don't care, but my ancestors do. You can't have it.
Then you're under arrest for interfering with Imperial business.
Easy. Here. These are the keys. The hilt is in a chest in my house. Just don't hurt anyone.
This is the hilt of Mehrunes' razor. This will change the direction of the war. Now, let's keep moving. We've got more to find.